Hey guys, alright, so it is a little late, but decided to do, well, hopefully a couple of informational videos. Um, I'm debating though on starting this, raising chickens, or starting on the goats, because I still want to get our goats this year, so I think I'm going to start on the joy of keeping goats. Second edition, the ultimate guide to dairy and meat goats, which we're only going to do dairy, so. Alright, so here we go. Life in the country. The place to raise children, to get back on the land, to learn that the soul of life is nothing more than lessons made of decisions made and the personalities you've met along the way. The young girl I handed my life over to some 16 years ago will be leaving the farm. Off to college, off to the city, I can barely breathe, thinking of her returning to the very place I carried her from as a baby. I have secretly made plans to leave my haven, sustenance, and animals so that I may follow closely should she need me. It is a mother's prerogative. I know myself too well, though. In my heart I may follow, but my body will stay where the air is clean, and the animals I have come to rely on are right outside my door. Spoiled by country living for too long now, I can no longer hunt for my food in the concrete jungle. Raising animals and living off the land prepares a person for these situations in life. There is a season for everything. As one season passes, another will begin. I know it, but I am not quite ready to say goodbye to the summer storm that is my beloved Veronica. We've learned so much here. We've learned of other people, of ourselves, and of what matters in life. For a while we thought we were pretty darn smart until we learned that we know so very little indeed. And I'm kind of feel like I'm in that situation with Chloe as she's looking for an apartment and probably soon to get married. So, alright, here's the introduction. Are you dreaming of becoming a goat farmer? When you picture that life in your mind, what does it look like? Well, us just having a couple dairy goats for the milk, for one. I ask because there are varying visions regarding raising goats. Some of us dream of wandering lush green pastures bordered by snow-topped mountains with a herd of pristine dairy goats. Entrepreneurial spirits gaze over vacant land and dream in dollar signs after reading the research on the market demand for meat goats. Connoisseurs envision stainless steel pails of freshly gathered milk and all the potential cheese varieties they'll craft. Those are just three of over 10 ideals I hear regularly. These diverse dreams of raising goats is not a human flaw. It is the fault of the goat. If goats weren't so incredibly well suited to perform so many tasks, we humans could get together and help each other discover the peaceful, rich, or creatively delicious life we yearn for. In the meantime, we have joy in keeping them, in learning about their care, and in discovering their individual personalities. And for your adventure into keeping goats, I wish you practicality, as every farm animal you tend will require some knowledge, some common sense, and some compassion to successfully keep. That's why I say do your research. That's why I started this. Because I'm not going to jump into owning goats without knowing how to take care of them. The content within the pages of this book will give you a good head start on turning your goat farming dream into a reality. Your goats will teach you the rest. What are you doing?
Getting all the Japanese beetles off the screen.
The joy of keeping goats. Number 1. Discovering the joys of keeping goats. Alright, let me see. Really?
What happened?
It's a flea.
Oh.
Take him away from him and I bring him in from outside. Alright, Alright, discovering the joys of keeping goats. What's not to love about goats? They will feed you, clean up the overgrown mess in the fields, and take long hikes with you while you... Don't you dare drag that mattress down. While carrying your supplies. They will make you laugh when you're sad, provide extra income for even the smallest farm, carry you to town and back in a little cart, and perhaps best of all, they will gaze upon your face with earnest adoration. Most of us, though, are excited about the prospect of keeping goats for their deliciously sweet milk and low-fat, nutritious meat. I am not going to keep them for meat.
No.
Goat's milk is consumed in larger quantities by more people than cow's milk. A staggering 65% or more of the world's population choose goat's milk over cow's milk for reasons other than availability or economics. Perhaps even more surprising, over 60% of all red meat consumed worldwide is goat meat. Goat meat has substantially less than half of the fat of chicken, beef, pork, or lamb. To keep, the goat is both a pleasure and an all-around multitasker. Traits that are well appreciated as we seek the means to cut back on stress and find joint purpose for every facet of our lives. Goats provide many blessings for minimal cost and care and can easily be kept on just a few acres of land. They are a livestock staple in all of the old world European countries and are finally gaining the attention they deserve from North American farmers. The goat has been called the poor man's cow for far too many years. Although their service may initially fit the bill for the frugally minded, there is little chance of counting them as a lesser animal once you start tabulating their virtues. You may have one reason for your interest in goats today, but once they are in your keep, you can't help but notice how wonderfully suited they are to a farm or family's needs. In time, you will have forgotten why you bought that first goat, being left only to wonder how you ever got along without them. Your appreciation of the goat won't stop at the barn door, though. Every goat you pour your time into will also be working their goat-given charms on you. I've not met one goat keeper, even those with large herds, who hasn't been completely enamored with or emotionally connected to a favorite Capra agagris hircus Latin goat. As you reap the gifts they repeatedly bestow, you'll wonder why you waited so long to discover the joys of keeping goats. I may actually stop. I hope I didn't swallow a bug. I may actually stop there. In the next video, I'll use that one as the title, The Most Important Reason to Keep Goats. I want to try to keep these short so they'll draw more attention. Because there's the most important reason to keep goats. And then goats reign supreme. I might have swallowed a bug.
Good meat for you.
Gross. And then chapter 2, getting real about getting goats. Basic goat anatomy, body condition scoring assessment, goat speak, a few terms you need to know now, telling goats from sheep. I would probably do all that in one video. Types, breeds, and strategy. Your goat keeping strategy. Goats earn their keep. Main goal, dairy, main goal, meat, main goal, fiber. That chapter will probably be all one too. Introduction to the breeds. Dairy goat breeds. Meat goat breeds. I'll probably do 2 videos out of those. Fiber goats, miniatures. Getting your goats. I just want one. Well, you have to get two because they're social animals. Where to find your goats. The best goat for your money. Goat speak. The grade debate. You need papers. Bring your new goat home. Home sweet home. Housing systems. Shelter from the storm. Converted sheds. Indoor mangers. Floors and bedding. Well, there's a lot in this book, and we'll all learn a lot from it. So I'm going to get off from here, and I will see you guys in the next video. I might honestly just work in a few videos tonight and then just upload them all tomorrow, because it's really difficult to upload a video out here. So I will get off from here, you guys. Check your subscriptions. Do that research. If you're looking to keep dairy goats, do your research. That's what I'm doing, because we want to keep dairy goats, and starting that research, you guys. The next one I'm going to be doing out of the chicken book. And okay, do your research. Check your subscriptions. Click on that notification bell and click on all to make sure you get all the notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.